Hi guys, hello, how are you? It is Thrilling Thursday and it's the Hoop Chat. Now I've had to put a hat on, but I am going to show you why, which kind of defeats the point of having it on, but look at my hair this morning. Oh my God. So I washed my hair last night, blow dried it off, but then I didn't actually hair straighten it. I haven't had time this morning. And I don't know, I look like, what's happened is I've got candy floss on my head. So I'm going to put this on, smooth it out a little bit so I don't scare anybody, but that's why I'm wearing a hat. So if you think, what's she got a hat on today? That's why, because my hair is so bad. Right, we'll talk about that in a minute. Right, get your hoop on. I'm holding my hoop exactly halfway round. I'm placing it on my lower back. I'm going to hoop to my left first, so left leg in front, turn my hoop and launch, boom. Okay, are you ready? So let's address this first. Hair. How many of you use hair straighteners? Do you use hair straighteners? So I've got that sort of hair that, when it's hair straightened, it's really like, it's great. If I don't hair straighten, it's not curly, it's not straight, it's fuzzy. I have fuzzy hair. Now, obviously, if I could blow dry it properly, smooth, that'd be great. I've got really, really fine hair. I don't know about any of you, if you have as well. When you're trying to blow dry really fine hair, it's really hard to do because it just flies around everywhere. So normally, because I go down the park early, I've got a hat on, it normally smooths it out, but not today, so I seriously need to get the hair straighteners out. So, that was going to lead me into a few more hair questions. How many times do you wash your hair a week? So I used to wash my hair every single day because I was teaching loads of classes, and especially when I was a lot younger. I was like a cardio queen. Honestly, I used to teach 25 classes a week. Most of them were, really, like, I'd be coming out soaking wet. My hair would be soaked. I'd undo my plaits, they would be dripping wet. So, I used to wash my hair every single day. Then, well, there's a few reasons actually, I'll tell you. Between having my two children, I had one child at 26 and one child at 29. I was very poorly in between my children and I had to have low risk chemotherapy. Didn't lose my hair or anything like that, so it was just low risk. But it changed the structure of my hair. So it made my hair a lot finer and a lot more fuzzy. So yeah, and then obviously you have another child and that affects your hair anyway. Then I started being perimenopausal from around about 34 to 44. And then my that early 40s, oh my God, my hair, it really changed. My hair was snapping off quite a bit. It was getting finer. I mean, honestly, I was like, oh my God, what is going on with my hair? I actually thought, am I going to lose my hair? So now I only wash my hair twice a week. Twice a week, that's it. And I only straighten it twice a week. So normally when I wash it, I normally blow dry it and I normally straighten it that day or in the morning. Those of you coming late to this conversation, this is why I'm wearing a hat, because I didn't hair straighten my hair. So just wondered, have you noticed changes like that? So when I talk, you guys know I talk a hell of a lot about hormones and perimenopause and menopause. And some of you watching me are younger and be thinking, oh, that's not me. But I just told you, 34 years old, I started being perimenopausal. And I had 10 years of absolute perimenopausal hell. Honestly, I wish that I'd had some help sooner. And that's why, if any of you ever join me, I am really passionate about the course when I do MenoFit. Very, very passionate about it because I just don't want other people to struggle like I did, if I'm honest. So yeah, so I just wondered, have you noticed hair changes? How often do you wash your hair? Are you a hair straightener person? I have still got original GHDs. My original GHDs. They have been going, I think, the whole time I've known my husband, so I think that's got to be about 17 years. But I did treat myself to some brand new Cloud 9 ones. The Cloud 9, I've got the hot pink ones, it's the retro version, I haven't used them yet. So they look retro, but they've got all the new technology in them, so I probably should start using those really. But yeah, so talk to me. Have you noticed changes in your hair? So when we're talking about perimenopause, we talk about the things like hot flushes, midsection weight gain. We talk about the things that but there's a lot of other bits that go on that people don't talk about. So I'm going to talk about some of those this morning, but I just thought I'd explain why the hat is on this morning. Just didn't want to scare you all with my bird's nest of a hair. Okay, just coming up to 4 minutes on this side. If you're a complete newbie, I know some of you have just got your hoops, try and stick to 2 minutes each side every day or every other day because you might be a bit sore at first. Right, catch it. And those of you who still haven't got a hoop and you want one, give us a shout, because I managed to get a link. Power Hoop gave me a link to get 10% off for you all. So how good's that? I know 10% is not a lot, but it does add up. Because I think with post and packaging, they're around about 65 quid possibly, I think. So if you're getting 10% off, that's £6.50. It all adds up, doesn't it? I think it does anyway. So give us a shout if you want one, and I'll give you that code. I'll have to find a way to link it to my bio so you can just use it without asking. Anyway, the hoop on the other side. I'm going to tell you something else. This is quite personal, so listen up, buttercups. I had loads and loads of girl problems being perimenopausal, and I kept going back to the doctors and kept going back to the doctors. And do you know what happened? I actually ended up being put on thrush treatment for over a year, and that really, really messed up my gut health. And when it actually turns out, when I just randomly saw a different doctor after about 4 years of problems, that realised I didn't have any thrush problems or anything like that at all. It was just the imbalance in my hormones was affecting me in my girly bits as well as everything else, and they helped me. It was terrible. I had loads of tests, loads of scans, I had loads of lower abdominal, really low down pelvic pain. Like, I'll tell you what it probably was, your tube, your little tube down here, it was here. I literally felt like my pelvis was going to split in two. It was really painful. I had loads of ultra scans, stuff, really thought something bad was wrong with me. And it was all down to my declining hormones, and I just wish somebody had told me. I also had the problem, where you suddenly start having a bit of incontinence, where you get home and you're opening the door and you put the key in and you nearly pee your pants. All sorts of problems, honestly. And I had to have all undignified tests at the hospital, jumping up and down with probes up my vagina. Honestly, and again, all that time, effort and money wasted when all it was all down to my declining hormones. And you would think, wouldn't you, that people would know. But I guess in the doctor's defence, they see so many people coming through their doors, and they have to be a jack of all trades, don't they? You would think, though, that somebody would have picked up on that. So all these things, when I do my MenoFit course, my women's wellness, we talk about all these things, because there must be so many other women that are going through all these bloody problems and thinking, oh my God, what is wrong with me? Or thinking you've got to put up with that. You so have not got to put up with that. But again, I learned the hard way, but now I'm using my knowledge and education to help you guys, so you don't have to go through it. Or if you are experiencing it, talk to you, find out it's normal. Well, it's not normal, but what I mean is why it's happening to you, and there's a way around it. It's not that you've got some life-threatening disease, which sometimes you do feel like it's really, really bad, and it can make you just feel bloody awful about yourselves. So yeah, so using my life experience and then my knowledge as well, my professional knowledge, try and come in and sort of really, really help you. And it's almost like, it's coaching. When I do my courses, there's exercise. We do 15-minute exercise a day to encourage daily movement. But it's really about mindset and healthy habits as well. It's about the whole thing. Us girls, you can't just go and exercise, or you can't just work on your diet. Everything has to come together. And I think it's really, really important. And I just wish that we did have more help. I mean, at the moment, everyone's talking about menopause, so it's kind of a little bit different. It's not so bad. But there's still stuff that you just don't know, and I just find it fascinating. These are our bodies, and in some ways we know so little about them. Women, we are absolutely fascinating. We really are. I mean, sometimes you just feel absolutely depressed with everything going wrong. But there's always a way, and there's always somebody who can probably help you. All right, so don't feel like you've got to suffer in silence. Come and talk to me, I'll talk to you. It's like having therapy every day as well. Right, there we go, 8 minutes in total, 4 minutes each side, boom, and done. And those of you who came in late, get ready for this, I'm going to shock you. This is why the hat is on this morning. Look at this. I am going to go and hair straighten my hair in a minute, so I can't walk around like this because I'll scare people to death. I'm going to stop rabbiting away. Okay, I'm going to come and have a look at you guys on Facebook in a minute. My Insta crew, I hope you are good. I'm celebrating 3 years online this week, and to do that, I've decided I'm giving a few classes away free. So if there's only one left now, so tomorrow, online, via Zoom, 9:10 a.m. till 9:40, I'm doing a mashup, a Friday mashup. So it'll be a little bit of a mixture of all the different things I've taught this week. So if you want to join me, all you got to do is put a comment in, let me know, and I'll sort you out a link and you can come and join me. Other than that, please do the daily challenge. Love the daily challenge. It's only 1 minute a day. Instacrew, there's a link up top in my bio. You can literally click on it and ask to join, and you can come and join. Or it's normally on the short form reels. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. See ya. And then what about my little face? Because let's have a look. Mwah. Joanne. Right here. God, Joanne, you got really thick hair. Lucky you, Poppet. Then again, saying that, say if you got thick hair, you probably want thinner. If you got thinner, you want thicker. If you got straight, you want curly. You know, we can't win, can we? Right, okay, another little thing. So Joanne's just said she's on patches. Girls, if you're on HRT, it's not one size fits all. Don't be afraid to go back and say if it's not working for you. The whole reason that we choose to go on HRT or have to go on HRT is we are severely lacking something. And don't get me wrong, HRT isn't the holy grail. You've got to do all the other stuff as well. You've got to do your hydration. You've got to sort out your sleep. You need to do your exercise and your food. But yeah, HRT, I've been on 3 different ones until I've got on the one that I'm on now that seems to be working really well for me. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it can still be tweaked. So remember, HRT, you do, like anything, you might have to play around to get the right one for you. You know, you might not automatically get put on. As I say, I've been on 3 different ones until I'm on what I'm on now, and seems to work really, really well. So, you know, if you're using it consistently and you're not seeing any improvement, go back to your doctor and they can probably tweak it and change it. I was very, very lucky that I went and saw a young doctor. She was covering for my normal doctor, who is actually the menopause specialist at my place. And again, I'm going to tell you something really personal, okay, girls? Because I don't mind giving you personal experience, because I want you to know I genuinely understand. So I'd gone through perimenopause and menopause, and I shouldn't have been bleeding at all. But I had this horrible stuff once a month, and it was like, yuck, brown stuff, really gross. And I just happened to have a smear test when I was having that. And the young nurse did it, was a young doctor actually, it wasn't a nurse. And she went, you shouldn't be bleeding at all. You know, they did all the tests and that, you shouldn't be. And I said, I've been like this for the last 4 years. She went, no, Emma, you shouldn't have to put up with that. And she changed my HRT then and there. And do you know what? Since I've been on that, nothing. So it just goes to show. So I spent 4 years having these horrible bleed things that I shouldn't have had, you know, and it was just, I was lucky that I saw a different doctor who was like, oh no, you shouldn't have to live like that. Whereas my other doctor knew all about it, but just didn't realise. So go back and get some help. And for all the rest of it, all the other massive things we can do that fits all together in that jigsaw puzzle, come and work with me. I can help, I promise you. I'm not saying that all of a sudden, you know, you're going to be skipping around holding people's hands and life is going to be full of daffodils, but I promise you things will help a lot. You know, and we shouldn't have to put up with this. We shouldn't. We deserve better. But as women, we're so used to putting up with stuff. We're so used to just getting on with it. And then I think we don't put ourselves first, you know, and we need to, girls. You know, you are wonderful. Women, we are amazing. But our bodies can let us down. And sometimes they let us down because we don't look after them. You know, declining hormones, you can do lots of things to help that, but you can't replace those hormones. So those of you who are able to take HRT, take it. Those of you who aren't, there's lots of things you can do to help, I promise you. And like, as I say, through food, through exercise, through healthier habits and behaviours, it can make so much difference. And all of that I can help you with. Where am I? I am in the UK. I am in Swanscombe in Kent in England. Whoever's watching me and asked that question. But whether you live near me or not, I'm fully accessible. I have loads and loads of online stuff. I love my face-to-face as well, but I do most of my stuff online. Since COVID, it's opened up a whole world of opportunities. My MenoFit course, for example, is fully online. It's all run online. I do classes Monday to Saturday online. But also, if you did live near me, I do face-to-face classes too. So you can get to me quite easily. I'm also a personal trainer, and my PT is face-to-face or, again, via Zoom. The online via Zoom is kind of good because that I'm talking to you now and I can see your comments, but when I do HRTs, because I read a comment in. When I'm doing Zoom, it's interactive. I can see you. I'm coaching you as well. Does that make sense? So it's a two-way street rather than you just having to listen to me and me just checking your little bits and bobs. So yeah, I mean, guys, when this finishes, any other comments or messages, message me, drop me a comment, whatever, and I'll go back and read them and I'll always answer, because sometimes it's hard to see them when I'm chatting away to you. But yeah, so just any questions, drop me a message. I'll always answer. But thanks for watching this morning. I know we covered quite a lot of stuff there, but that's because I'm so passionate about my job. You know, I've been in fitness since I was 18 years old, into fitness. I was the kid at school that was not into PE. I was not one of the in crowd that was in all the groups. I hated PE, actually. Hated it with a passion. Left school, sort of, you know, left school, put on a little, not a lot of weight, but a little bit of weight, just as you do. Started going to the gym, didn't really know what I was doing in the gym, felt quite intimidated in the gym. Then I decided I wanted to go to classes. Now, when I was back at 18, bearing in mind I'm 52 now, it wasn't quite Jane Fonda, but it weren't far off. And in the classes, it was very cliquey, and it was the scrunch socks, the thongs up your bum, crop tops, matching scrunchy with your sock crew. And you'd walk in, and I felt quite intimidated. So when I started doing my training, it's because I wanted to be, well, I say normal, what is normal? But a normal person at the front that was really accessible, and not just with your cliquey in crew. I didn't like that. I wanted anybody of any age, of any fitness level, of any size, shape, whatever, to feel confident coming to my classes. And that was right back when I was 18. So all that's happened is, as I've gone on, is obviously I've developed more, I've got more life experience, you know, I've had my kids, I've gone through menopause, and I use all of that experience as well as the knowledge I've gained, because I'm always doing CPD, I'm always doing that extra work to keep myself up to date, which I think you should. So yeah, so when I'm talking to you, that's why I'm so passionate about it, because I just love what I do, and I want other people to feel good and love what they do as well. Online, how can I join you? Please tell me. I will tell you right now. So first of all, there's a free class tomorrow. If you want to do that, I will send you out the details for my Zoom class, and you can come and log on and join with me and give it a go tomorrow. So that's the first step. Second step, if you want to normally join me online, depends what you want to do. You could pay as you go just for a class. You can join my online membership for a whole week and you get all my classes for 12 quid. What a bargain. You can do PT online, or you can join MenoFit. Any of those things. So all you need to do is message me separately, tell me exactly what you want to know, and then I'll send you all the details. All right. Anyway, listen, guys, go and enjoy your Thursday. Make sure you get out for a walk in the fresh air and some daylight today. Drink your water, yeah, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon. Bye, see ya.